Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Johanna and I am a perfume enthusiast, a collector. I have my own perfume library. It's not on shelves, it's in bags in my closet. I also am a self-taught perfumer. What I have for you today is I want to go through one of my discovery sets with you and share it with you and share my impressions. Today we have Memo Paris Discovery set. And there are 7 perfumes in here. We have a few leather perfumes. We also have Sintra, which if you like Killian's Love Don't Be Shy, Sintra is similar with one added note. And we've got Marfa, another sweet one, Lalibela, and Inlé. So we've got French leather, Irish leather, and African leather. I've already made up the scent strips and I'm ready to start. So I'm going to start in order, and that first one is called Inlé. Now I have not read about these perfumes online. If I did, it was a long time ago, close to a year ago when I first got this discovery set. Okay, this is really fresh. This is reminding me of the 90s, the early 90s right now. All right, next one is Sintra. This is the sweet one that smells similar to Love Don't Be Shy with an added, I believe it's petitgrain note. All right, so I'm putting them back in. French leather. That was Marfa. All right, I'm gonna start smelling them, giving my first impression. Inlé. Inlé is fresh and nice. Is it masculine or feminine? I'm thinking Calvin Klein, so give it whichever you want to assign it to. Calvin Klein's perfumes have always been very unisex, in my opinion, and I had the early Eternity for women. It's very similar. It's in the same vein. It's not the same as the Eternity for men, but it's in the same vein, which is really cool. And I don't feel like it's necessarily, well, it's more floral, that's for sure. Okay, so Inlé reminds me of Eternity. I don't know how similar it is, but it just, the impression it's giving me, it's like the same person that would wear Eternity is wearing Inlé. Sintra. Oh, wow. Sintra is really sweet. I'm not getting the petitgrain note, but no, it is. What it is how I describe it is like if whipped cream, if you make it from scratch with a blend or a mixer, hot, heavy whipping cream, you blend it for a while in a good mixer, and then you put it in the fridge and you let it sit there for like several days, and maybe even just the next morning, and it smells like the cream has gone off a little. That's what this is. But I think it's a marshmallow note. Sintra is nice if you like sweet. If you like Love Don't Be Shy and you don't mind something with a little bit more of a bitterness to it. Creamy. That's what that is, Sintra. That's creamy, marshmallow. Yes. Okay, so the next one is French leather. Oh, that's fresh. French leather. Okay. It's nice. It's nice. It's not really strong. It's light. I'm not really sure what to say about French leather. I think I need to spray it again. It just wasn't strong enough on the strip to give me a sense of it. Okay, this reminds me of somebody's house. Someone that was a frequent traveler. I think they were going to Italy. Yeah, this reminds me of their house. They were really rich. They had a lot of money, and they had enough money to have like multiple houses in the United States while they traveled abroad. Marfa. Marfa? Oh man, this is going to be tough. This is really sweet. And it's just sweet. I mean, there's vanilla notes for sure. Marfa. I'm going to need to spray it again. and then I'll smell the top. There's something bitter in here. Yeah. It's more bitter than Sintra. I can't tell you what florals there are. I'm sorry about that. I just don't focus on the florals. So there's florals in there, but I can't get them right now. It's on the top, and I think I need to wait to get to the middle. Okay, so this is Lalibela. That's nice. Lalibela. What does that remind me of? Lalibela. It's fresh, but it's herbal. It reminds me of the clean mountain air, somewhere really high up where there aren't many trees. And if there are, they're the kind that lose their leaves. They're that kind of tree. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I smell the woody notes. I love wood. I love woody notes. It's my favorite. In fact, yes, trees. Lalibela, huh? This is masculine in my mind, or unisex. Yeah, it leans towards the masculine. Now, let's try the Irish leather. Oh, yeah. This is springy. This reminds me of Irish Spring. Not exactly, though, no. It's got a cologne note to it. It's got something definitely masculine. Yeah, it's an old guy in Ireland. I mean, he wouldn't smell like this, but the soap at the place would smell like this. Yeah. Okay, that's Irish leather. Now, my favorite, because I noticed it as soon as I sprayed it, African leather. Well, let me smell it before I spray it again. Oh, man. Oh, this is spicy. This is all the spices. In fact, I even get salt in here. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is the richest one of all of these. This is the richest. This person is so rich. Their skin is so dark from wherever they live. It's like they live somewhere where there's camels and horses. Wow. And there's lots of trading going on. This is like a spice market somewhere in Africa. This is like a movie, like one of those movies from the early 2000s where the person goes, oh, maybe it's older than that, actually. The person goes to like another country and they're like single and they're like trying to figure out their life. Oh, I love African leather. I didn't remember that. It was my absolute favorite because I know I liked French leather before. But African leather is right now, these spices, I wish I could name them. I think there's coriander. Oh, man, this is rich. This is a rich perfume. Now, I may be super impressed with this, but I haven't sprayed it on my skin yet. And I haven't sprayed any of these on my skin yet. I'm going to spray African leather on my skin, back of my hand. I'm going to wear this today and I'm going to see. Okay, so right now it's 1 o'clock. It smells way different on my skin right now. That smells way different on my skin. But you know what? So far, I've only put one on my skin. Oh, I have to tell you, this is very spicy on me. All I smell is the spice. I don't smell any of the leather on me. The leather is somewhere deep down in there. So, smelling this African leather, there's something that's like about to make me sneeze in here. So there's some kind of pepper. And there's something savory in here. Is that the leather coming through? Wow. Let me smell it on the strip. There's something musky there. Still smelling a lot of spices, but I think I would get some compliments if I wore this. I like the leather aspect of it. I like the fact that it's a leather. All right, I decided I need to spray all of these Memo Paris on my skin to get an impression properly. Inlé is the first one. Still smells like Calvin Klein. Here, I don't want that so close to my face. Let's see. Where can I spray it? I'm gonna spray it here on my forearm. Yeah, just a little. Yeah, vanilla. It's nice. It's nice, but if you like Calvin Klein, you might like this. Maybe you just don't need anything else that's kind of similar. Sintra, back of my arm. That one's gonna be gorgeous. French leather. Now that needs to be here in the crook of my arm. French leather. Oh, I like it. I like it, but I don't like it as much as African leather. Here, Marfa is going to be on the back of my arm. That's like thick stuff. Marfa. So, Lalibela. That's on my right inner forearm. Lalibela. Can't tell what I think of that one yet. Irish leather. It's going to go in the back of my right forearm. And African leather I already have. All right, so Irish leather. It's very old. It's an old man. It's something to do with an old man. There might be something boozy in there even. Lalibela. I have to say, Lalibela is so light. It's like springtime. It's like really, it's nice. There's definitely a dry down happening here. I think Marfa. Yeah, Marfa is going strong, and so is Sintra. So, starting out with Inlé. This is 2 hours after spraying. Yeah, a little more than 2 hours after spraying. Inlé smells very much vanilla. No, I'm getting Sintra. Inlé has completely gone away. Inlé, let's see. Inlé. Oh, no, it is a fresh with vanilla. Okay, Sintra is very strong. It's like emanating. I can smell it from here. The whole day I've been smelling it since I sprayed it. French leather is, okay, so I looked up the notes. It's juniper berry. In fact, there aren't many notes listed for French leather, which makes me suspect that they didn't really list all of them. But French leather. Oh, rose is the top note. Lime and pink pepper. All right, yes, there is something that makes me feel like I'm about to sneeze in here. And there is juniper. Okay, so the Irish leather, where did I put that? My right outer forearm. Yeah, so the juniper makes me feel like I'm about to sneeze. African leather. African leather does not list juniper. It lists cardamom, saffron, cumin, vetiver, patchouli, geranium. Might be making me feel like I'm about to sneeze. It's just, it's not there anymore. Whatever it is isn't there. So maybe it's the saffron or the cumin. So my right inner forearm is Lalibela. That's still there. That's nice. It's nice, but it's not my thing, you know? It's like the fresh mountain air. It's still emanating the fresh mountain air smell, but I'm not loving it. I guess it would have to grow on me. So African leather is definitely dried down to a leather, like a musky leather, kind of like a Russian leather type. Marfa is up here on my left upper arm. And that is sweet. But you know what? The one that's like smelling the most in like up here where I can smell it is Sintra. That is the strongest one, I think. I still like African leather the most. Okay. So out of all of these, I like African leather the most. The one that I would be most likely to purchase would be African leather. let's see, the French leather. French leather. That one has some really fresh notes. I think I see that sage is listed. Sage and juniper. That's the French leather. There's cedar and vetiver and resin, whatever that is. And the leather type is suede, whereas African leather is just considered leather and French leather is considered suede. So I think they use the same material for the suede in both of those. So my final impression for these fragrances is that I love the African leather. I would definitely buy it if it weren't so expensive. I think, what do these run? $170 for 2.53 ounces. So it's between $170 and $240 for a bottle of this. I'm on a no buy right now, so I'm not gonna be buying anything, but this does make me consider like looking for a sale or something. And which of these would I recommend? Well, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for something sweet that's going to be everlasting and you're going to smell it throughout your clothing and just carry it around with you, one that lasts a long time, I would say Sintra is definitely the one I would go for. If you want a leather, I would really recommend smelling a sample because they are all kind of different and kind of similar in some ways. But for myself personally, I go for chypres and I go for leathers. I go for things with strong smells. I like spices and I like musks. So I would go for African leather. That's my personal favorite. But Sintra comes in kind of close behind. And Calvin Klein is what I still think about Inlé. And Lalibela, I'm not so into it. It's okay, but it's fresh and it doesn't seem like it's very strong. It doesn't seem like it lasts very long. But I would say all of these are pretty good fragrances. I'm not into Lalibela, and Inlé, it's okay. I've got enough Calvin Klein though, so I don't really see a need. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and feel free to comment below. I hope that this was helpful for people who are interested in this perfume house, Memo Paris. And if you're interested in any of their fragrances, hopefully my impressions helped you a little bit. Hopefully more than what you see on Fragrantica. But again, I don't think I'm going to be purchasing any of these because I'm on a no buy, and I think that they're interesting. I personally go for the stuff that lasts the longest, so that would be Sintra and African leather. If you want to spend this kind of money, go right ahead. I do recommend getting the Discovery set. I don't remember how much this was, maybe approximately $70. I got this probably I think I got it from the Memo Paris website when I purchased it back in 2022. And none of these things were sent to me, by the way. I haven't gotten anything sent to me, and my channel is still really new and it probably won't happen for a long time.